In previous videos, we did part A of this question and part B. Let's look at part C now. We need to classify the stationary points as either minima or maxima. Alright. Remember now, when you have a minimum point, if you find the first and then the second derivative of the function, and we see that it's a positive, then you have a minimum point. The reason, because as you go from left to right, the gradient of the graph is increasing. The second derivative will tell you the direction that the gradient of the graph is changing. If the second derivative, when you substitute it, if the second derivative is going to be negative, if it is negative, then you have a maximum point, because the gradient keeps falling. The gradient of the tangent keeps falling. So it's a maximum point there. But let's see about it. Let's erase some of these things that we have here. Here now, we already have the first derivative. What about the second derivative? F double prime x is going to be 326x minus 4. Alright, 6x minus 4 is what we have. Now, here, we have one case where the maximum or the stationary point is at x equal 2.23. Let's substitute it here. F double prime of x is f double prime of 2.23. What happens here? It's going to be equal to 6 times 2.23 minus 4. What do you get for that? You can see that it's going to be a negative. But let's calculate it anyway. So we have 6 times 2.23 equal minus 4. It's going to be positive. It's going to be a positive. I mean, not a negative. So 9.38. 9.38. As you can see, 6 times 2.23 will be a big number compared to 4, and then you minus 4 from it, it will be a positive. So the stationary point where x is 2.23 is going to be a minimum point because the second derivative is positive, right? So we'll have a minimum point here. Alright? Now, what about the other point? The second derivative of the other point. F double prime of negative 0.897 equals 6 times negative 0.897 minus 4. You can see it's going to be a negative. 6 times this will be a negative. Negative minus 4 will be a negative. But let's calculate it anyway. We have 6 times, it's going to be a negative 0.897, close bracket, is that? Minus 4, you have a negative 9.32. Negative 9.32 is a negative. The fact that it's negative means what you have is a maximum point. Alright. So we have part of the graph. Now, the next part, part D, says using the second derivative, find the coordinates of the points of inflection. Point or points of inflection. Let us look at that in a different video.